Never have I encountered such an obstinate species. The orcs are victims of their nature, but these humans are willfully persistent and blind. How they survived is a joke the universe shares with no one, I'm afraid. But we can trust the humans to turn against us when the Titan is operational. That is why we must reach the Titan first with the Soul Stone. Only then can we hope to defeat the Necrons.
Necrons, and you believe the Eldar?
Their assertions mean nothing to me. I agreed to help them to keep them within reach and to aid us in destroying the enemy. I fully expect them to betray us at first opportunity. We must reach that Titan and get the crew in place before the Eldar do. Only one of us, Imperial or Eldar, will win the day. And the victor will be chosen here. It will be my honor.
Sounds easy enough. Awaiting instructions. Warming up the engine, my lord.
I am on it, as you wish.
Clear
So
that
shall it
path
be
and
done.
get the transport on its way!
Sounds easy enough.
As you wish, so
It
shall
will
it
be
done.
my honor. Chaos.
Following
What do we do,
orders.
sir?
I
Standing
do it
ready.
for the Emperor!
We're under fire! For the glory of the Imperium.
Serve and victory. Orders received and understood.
I will do as you ask.
Warming up the engine, my lord.
Let me lead the way.
Sounds easy enough.
Chaos. What do we do, sir? We can't hold them! I will do as you ask. It is my duty to serve. It will be my honor. Our duty, our only duty, is to ensure the Titan crew reaches the Titan unharmed. We must get their Land Raider transport safely through the psychic gates.
Broke our backs!
What do you require? So you need me?
What are your orders?
Do you know what you ask?
I'm taking command of this structure.
Orders received and understood.
Greenskins. Thought I smelled something. What would you have me do?
As you wish, so shall it be done. An easy matter for one of my skills.
Objective secured. What now?
Initiating construction.
Sir, yes, sir. What would you have me do?
The transport is under heavy assault. Cleanse this chaos!
Fire
scum!
on in! Executing your orders, sir. Looks like everything's in order, sir.
chosen.
Fear ensures loyalty. Where do you need me? By the Emperor, it will be done. Victory is assured. Fear me, but follow!
I am on it.
Standing by.
I am on it. As you wish, so shall it be done.
What would you
Fear
have me
ensures
do?
loyalty. Where do you need me? You honor me.
Where's our fire support?
On my soul shall be done.
Will only take me a moment.
I'm taking command of this structure.
You have
I
chosen.
hear the King Spirit's voice.
Standing by. As soon as we beseech the machine's spirit.
What is your wish?
I hold the secrets of the machine.
Forward, you know! What would you have me do? What would you have me do?
I am honored that you require my skills. A challenge worthy of my
Transport
skill.
is under heavy assault. Cleanse this chaos
I am
scum!
honored that you require my skills.
My devotion is assured. My devotion is assured. On my soul it shall be done. On my soul it shall be done.
Where are those damn
As you
tech
wish,
priests?
so shall it be done.
My devotion is
The
assured.
transport is under
Orders
heavy
received
assault.
and understood.
Cleanse this chaos
You
scum!
have chosen wisely. We're under fire!
Those damn tech priests.
My devotion is assured. On my soul it shall be done. I will not fail. Let me inspire our men. It will be done.
I am honored that you require my
Let
skills.
me inspire our men.
As soon as we beseech the machine's spirit.
The transport
Let me
sustained severe
inspire our
damage.
men.
We must hold this position while we assess the
Require my
situation.
skills.
Let me inspire our men. We did it, sir. President Imperials. Let me inspire our men. On my soul it shall be done.
Will only take me
Reporting
a
for
moment.
duty, sir.
A challenge worthy of my skills.
Devotion is assured. It is my duty to serve.
We are
Look
grateful.
out! Here they come!
System.
Reporting for duty, sir. Yes, sir. By the Emperor, you will have it. We're under fire! Sir, yes, sir. It is my duty to serve.
Will only take me a moment.
You have chosen wisely. Let me inspire our men. What would you have me do? What would you have me do? Let me inspire our
Will
men.
only take me a moment.
My devotion is assured. You have chosen wisely. I stand ready to serve the Emperor.
The Webway Assembly must be relocated to within that primitive psychic defensive shield. We must make our way to the psychic gate.
My scars prove my worth.
All right, give me a moment. I'll get these
You
doors
have
open.
chosen
Is that the best you've got? Hurry, get Get inside before they break through!
Victory is assured.
Forming up the engine. Following orders.
I am on it. Very take me.
Forming up the engine.
Inspire our men.
Our brothers have fallen in the duty of the Emperor. Pray your fate is the same.
The Ultramarines have fallen in valiant combat! All units, protect the Titan's crew with your lives! Shield them with your bodies if you must!
Spirit's voice.
What would you have?
Awaiting instructions.
Is that the best you've got? You're at the man! Jump to! Looks like everything's in order, son.
What would you have?
It's no good! Will you hold them?
Inspire our men.
That you require my skills. These repairs may
Let
require some
me
time.
inspire our men.
Executing your
They
orders,
broke
son!
our backs.
For the glory of the Imperium. Executing your orders, sir. You shall have your prize. Look out! Here they come!
Require my skills. I will ease my machine.
We is assured. You have chosen wisely.
Where's our fire support?
Devotion is assured.
Hold the line, damn it!
What would you have? What would you have?
Double time!
You have chosen wisely.
Double time!
Standing by. Fueled and ready to go.
Inspire our men.
Hold the line, damn it! Hold the line, damn it! Looks like everything's in order, son.
Inspire our men.
Here they come! Fire control! Initiate strafing run!
I obey without question. I hear and I obey. You have chosen wisely. I obey without question.
I am on it. This able beast should get us there.
Damn victory. Following orders.
Let me inspire our men. You have chosen wisely.
The Titan's crew is dead. We failed the Emperor. The battle is lost. Every man, fight until your last breath. It was an honor leading you.
My music will
Foolish
shape the
humans. Our power is beyond your imagining. Victory will never be yours. This position is the most ideal location for our first relocation. It is secluded and secure from ground assault. Shall I divine your next First, we must eliminate the pathetic humans defending it. Then we will move the Webway Assembly.
My music is a pillar upon which whole worlds have been built. You will have what you We are shaped by fate just as we shape it. Nothing remains unchanged by We are here to fulfill our duty. We are here to fulfill our duty. Guardian Squad, ready. What would you have us do? Yes.
Naturally. What needs to be done?
My music is a pillar upon which whole worlds have been built. Command me to build. We are under enemy fire. You will have what you require.
How can I help?
We walk our path. Let us play our part. We are shaped by fate just as we shape it. Nothing remains unchanged by the music of creation.
Just as Falcon brought an Aris to Eldanesh, we bring warriors to the front.
Nothing is hidden from my sight.
We walk our
The
path.
enemy cannot hide from my sight.
Command me to build. You will have what you require. My return to exile. The whole worlds have been built. My music will shape incoming enemy fire.
The random hand of fate delivers me to you.
Our minds are at your service. Rush the enemy position.
The future seems so clear. As you wish.
My music is a pillar from which whole worlds have been built.
I sense the enemy. They are closing in.
We walk the path less traveled.
We are the harbingers of death.
Incoming enemy fire. The judgment of the council.
We are the messengers of doom.
You cannot imagine what we have seen with our eyes.
harbingers of death.
The enemy will never spot us. We move effortlessly. We walk our path. My music is a pillow from which all warriors have been built. The time for war is
Are the
now.
harbingers of
We will
death.
go swiftly.
I sense the enemy.
Command
We are
says it is
harbingers
against the
of
terms
doom.
of the Alliance. Leave
enemy
or I'll
is
be
near.
forced to fire on you.
That's
seek the
it!
adventure that
The
we
Eldar
all
have been a
want.
knife in my gut for too long!
Incoming enemy
Time to
fire.
teach them the meaning of Imperial cleansing.
The future seems so clear. For our ancestors, I knew you would have need of me. I sense the enemy. They are closing in. Shall I divine your next move? Shall I divine your next move? My powers are yours now. I sense the enemy. They are closing in. Nothing is hidden from my sight. For our ancestors. How can I help? I will join the dance of death. The mists of space and time retreat from my mind. The mists of space and time retreat from my mind.
We are taking damage.
Victory is our fate. Shall I divine your next move? Nothing is hidden from my sight. Victory. They cannot surrender and the date delivers me to you. The future seems so clear. How can I help? I knew they would have me today. Their death comes as prophecy. What needs to be done? My powers are yours now. My powers are yours now. The enemy cannot hide from my sight. Their death comes as prophecy.
Danger has found
I
us.
sense the enemy. They are closing in. What needs to be done? The future seems so clear. The future is clouded on my side. The random hand of fate delivers me to you. I go to war. I see their destruction. They are closing in. The random hand of fate delivers me to you. Show them that they surrender. Destroy. Delivers me to you. The mists of space and time retreat from my mind.
Hear the judgment of the council. We walk our path.
The future is clouded and uncertain. I am sure my powers are yours now.
We bring heavy weapons to crush the enemy.
Danger has found us.
The future seems so clear. The future is clouded and uncertain. I sense the enemy. They are closing in. The future is clouded and uncertain. yours now. What needs to be done? The future seems so clear. Naturally. The future is clouded and uncertain. The random hand of fate delivers me to you. Naturally, you give wise counsel. Shall I divine your next move? Naturally, my powers are yours now.
Has found us.
The logic is clear.
We are the Destroyer's agents on this plane. We have mastered the art of destruction.
Danger has found us. Build. You will have what you require.
Shall I divine your next move? Yes, that is the way. I knew you would have need of me. My mind is too weary to fight on. The future is clouded and uncertain. I can see clearly once more. The future seems so clear. The pieces are in place. It is time for us to make our move. The future seems so clear. My powers are yours now.
The time for war is now.
My powers are yours now. I sense the enemy. They are closing in. Nothing is hidden from my sight. How can I help? The future is clouded and uncertain.
Falcon at your command.
Command me to build. We are shaped by fate just as we shape it. Shall I play the music here then? Shall I play the music here then?
We are doomed in God.
What needs to be done?
We are shaped by fate just as we shape
We are
it.
here to exact harsh vengeance.
We are the dealers of death.
I knew you would have need of me.
My music is a pillar upon which whole worlds have been built.
We are the Destroyer's
What
agents
needs to
on
be
this
done?
plane.
The Wanderers have returned.
What needs to be done?
The enemy is near.
All is clear to me now. So clear.
My music is a pillar upon which whole worlds have been built.
The random hand of fate delivers me to you.
Orcs fear the judgment
I
of the
sense the
council.
enemy. They are closing in.
Vile servants
I
of
foresee
chaos.
their destruction.
Incoming enemy fire.
The pieces are in place. It is time for us to make our move.
Take the battle to the enemy.
Yes, that is the way. The pieces are in place. It is time for us to make our move. It will be done. You cannot ask for that which I give freely.
Damage. The time for war is now.
How can I help? Nothing is hidden from my sight. Naturally. The future seems so clear. The future is clouded and uncertain.
Rush the enemy's position.
They cannot escape their fate.
Fear the judgment of
How
the
can I
council.
help? Naturally, nothing is hidden from my sight. The future seems so clear. The mists of space and time retreat from my mind. For our ancestors, I go to you to help me with me. I sense the enemy. They are closing in.
Incoming enemy
The
fire.
enemy cannot hide from my sight. The random hand of fate delivers me to you. It will be done. The mists of space and time retreat from my mind.
You cannot imagine.
Nothing is
what
hidden
you've
from
seen
my
with our
sight.
eyes.
Naturally. Shall I divine your next move?
Incoming enemy fire.
I knew you would have need of me. Naturally. Shall I divine your next move?
We have mastered the art of destruction.
Command me to build.
Naturally.
We are shaped by fate just as we shape it.
Naturally.
We return to defend the craft world.
We are ready to deliver death to the enemy.
We are the Destroyer's agents on
The
this
burden
plane.
of leadership lies with us.
We exist to avenge our sisters. You have but to ask. The battle calls and we shall answer.
Falcon at your service.
Many are called, few survive.
We are ready to deliver death to the enemy.
Many are called, few survive.
Falcon at your service. Falcon at your service.
We walk our path.
The random hand of fate delivers me to you. Naturally. Yes, that is the way. The mists of space and time retreat from my mind. Shall I divine your next move? I knew you would have need of me. Follow, my kin. The future seems so clear.
Many are called. What needs to be done?
The mists of space and time retreat from my mind. The enemy cannot hide from my sight. Victory is our fate.
The Wanderers have returned.
I knew you would have me.
The Wanderers have returned. We are shaped by fate just as we shape it. We walk our path.
The future seems so clear.
We seek the adventure that only war can bring. The enemy will never spot us.
What needs to be done?
We return to defend the craft world.
We are the messengers of doom.
You cannot imagine what we have seen with our eyes. The Wanderers have returned. Success. Command me to build.
How can I help?
You have need. We yearn to wander. We move effortlessly, silent and swift. Just name your target. Incoming enemy fire. Just name your target. We move unseen. We seek the adventure that only war can bring. Just name your target. We have traveled much darker paths. Silent, we return to defend the craft world.
What needs to be done?
We seek the adventure that only war can bring.
The enemy cannot hide from my sight. It is the best course of action. It is the best course of action. The logic is clear.
Cut them down!
The pieces are in place. It is time for us to make our move. For our ancestors. It is the best course of action. What needs to be done?
Command me to build. We are shaped by fate just as we shape it. Nothing remains unchanged. We return to defend the craft world. We are facing damage and swift. Silent and swift.
I knew you would have need of me. Follow, my kin.
The Wanderers have returned. We move effortlessly. Silent and swift.
Shall I divine your next move? For our ancestors.
We are under enemy fire.
The mists of space and time retreat from my mind. I knew you would have need of me. It will be done.
Our cries herald the coming of great pain for our enemies.
I knew you would have need of me. I go to war. You give wise counsel. Shall I divine your next move?
Danger has found us.
How can I help? The path is clear to me. You give wise counsel. How can I help? You give wise counsel.
We walk the path less traveled.
What needs to be done? My powers are yours now.
We are shaped by fate just as we shape it.
The future is clouded and uncertain.
We are shaped by fate just as we shape it. Incoming enemy fire. My music will shape the Wraithburn.
Falcon, at your command. We advance quickly toward the target.
The future is clouded and uncertain.
We are ready to deliver death to the enemy. Just as Falcon brought Anaris to Eldanesh, we bring warriors to the front.
Command me to build. We are shaped by fate just as we shape it. Command me to build. I will call it forth from the warp.
Just as Falcon brought Anaris to Eldanesh, we bring warriors to the front.
My powers are yours now.
Weapons fully charged. Weapons fully charged.
We are taking damage.
It is
The
easily
one
done.
hand of fate delivers me to you.
We have mastered the art.
My powers are yours now.
We are ready to deliver death to the enemy.
The mists of space and time retreat from my
Falcon,
mind.
at your service. We can strike a decisive blow.
The burden of leadership lies with us.
We are ready to deliver death to the enemy. Just as Falcon brought Anaris to Eldanesh, we bring warriors to the front.
You have walked your path, now we must walk ours.
We bring heavy weapons to crush the enemy. Take us to a better firing position.
We are ready to deliver death to the enemy.
We are here to exact harsh vengeance.
The Wanderers have returned.
We exist
taking
to
damage.
avenge our sisters.
The random hand of fate delivers me to you. It is the best course of action.
Our cries herald the coming of great pain for our enemies.
What needs to be done?
We return to defend the Stronghold. My music is a pillar of my experience has been built.
I knew you would have need of me.
No mercy. You have need.
I knew you would have need of me.
Combat is our path. You must lead us to it. To exact
I sense the enemy. They are closing in.
The Destroyer has turned on us.
We are the messengers
Danger
of
has
doom.
found us. We walk the path less traveled.
The
Our
Destroyer's
blade shall
spirit
form an
lives on.
impassable wall.
I knew you would have need of me. From my sight.
The Falcon has landed. Just as Falcon brought Anaris to Eldaresh, we bring warriors to the front.
I sense the enemy. They are close. Nothing is hidden from my sight. It will be done.
We are the messengers of doom.
Our minds are clear again. Regroup.
Yes, that is the powers are yours now. I sense the enemy. They are closing in. What needs to be done?
My music will shape the Wraithburn.
Weapons fully charged.
The burden of leadership lies with us. Fear the judgment of the Council.
Just as Falcon brought Anaris to Eldaresh, we bring warriors to the front.
Our paths must separate here.
We are ready.
We are here to exact harsh vengeance.
The craft world sings to me and I respond. The craft world sings to me and I respond just as we shape it. The craft will fear the judgment of the Council in kind. We seek the adventure that only war can bring. We have traveled much darker paths.
All fear the voice of death calling to them.
We are the Destroyer's agents on this plane.
All fear the voice of death calling to them. The battle calls and we shall answer. Do not delay.
Weapons fully charged. Falcon at your service. Falcon at your service. We are ready to deliver death to the enemy.
We are ready to redeploy.
We have been too long from battle. We are the messengers of doom.
Incoming enemy fire.
We are the destroyed agents on this plane.
Have been built. We are shaped by fate just as we shape it. Destiny and I respond in command me to build. You will have what you require.
I knew you would have need of me. All is clear to me now.
My music is a pillar upon which whole worlds have been built.
We are the destroyer's agents
We
on
are
this
shaped by
plane.
fate just as we shape it. My music is a pillar upon which whole worlds have been built. My music is a pillar upon which whole worlds have been built.
What needs to be done?
Fear the judgment of the council. Fate has found us.
We have mastered the art of destruction.
Weapons fully charged. We are ready to deliver death to the enemy.
We are under enemy fire.
The rules foretold in this race.
We are shaped by fate. We must retreat to the Webway. My music is a pillar upon which whole worlds have been built. I will call it forth from the war. We are shaped by fate just as we shape
We have
it.
failed. Death comes for us.
We are under enemy fire.
All hear the voice of death calling to them.
The darkness has passed. We can't imagine what we have seen with our eyes.
Just as Falcon brought Anaris to
We are the
Eldanesh,
messengers
we
of
bring
doom.
warriors to the front. Falcon at your command.
The mists of space and time retreat from my
Commands me
mind.
to build. We are shaped by fate just as we shape it. Shall I play the music? We are shaped by fate just as we shape it. I am under enemy fire. My music is a pillar upon which whole worlds have been built. My music is a pillar upon which whole worlds have been built. You cannot imagine what we have seen with our eyes. The wanderers have returned. Nothing remains unchanged by the music of creation. We are shaped by fate just as we shape it. You call us back. The craft world sings to me and I respond in kind. We return to defend the craft world. The craft world sings to me and I respond in kind.
The future seems so clear.
We shall pass our sorrows to the enemy on this day.
The random hand of fate
seek the
delivers me
adventure
to
that only
you.
war
The
can
enemy
bring.
cannot hide from my sight.
The wanderers have returned.
How can I help? I knew you would have need of me.
Danger has found us. The wanderers have returned.
The random hand of fate delivers me to you.
No mercy.
The mists of space and time retreat from my mind. I sense the enemy. They are
Incoming
closing
enemy
in.
fire.
To crush the enemy.
What needs to be done?
We shall pass our sorrows to the enemy on this day. We shall pass our sorrows to the enemy on this day.
We return to the friend commanding to build. Show me a place that is ready to receive the return.
Our concentration is impaired. Retreat!
Nothing is hidden from my
We
sight.
return to defend the friend.
The mists of space and time retreat from my mind.
Our strength returns.
What needs to be done? Nothing is hidden from my
We are
sight.
shaped by fate just under enemy fire. We
The
are
mists
taken
of
down.
space
We
and time
return to
retreat
defend
from
the
my
craft
mind.
world. Command me to build. My music will shape the wraithbone. Command. Incoming enemy fire. Nothing remains unchanged by the music of
I sense the
creation.
enemy. They are closing in. How can I help?
We are doom incarnate.
We walk the path less traveled. We have traveled much darker path.
We bring heavy weapons to crush the enemy.
What needs to be done?
Combat is our path. You must lead us to it.
I knew you would have need of me.
We seek the adventure that only war can bring. It cannot end this way.
Our strength fails us!
Shall I divine your next move?
We shall win command and fight.
Guide our blade!
Shall I divine your next move? What needs to be done?
We will follow your commands.
My music is a pillar upon which whole worlds have been built.
We are here to exact harsh vengeance. Weakness will plague us.
Shall I divine your next move?
You cannot imagine what we have seen with our eyes. Just name your target.
Shall I divine your next move? What needs to be done?
You called us back.
Shall I divine your next move?
You cannot imagine what we have seen with our
How
eyes.
can I help? I sense the enemy. They are closing in.
We are ready to deliver death to the enemy.
How can I help? The future is clouded and uncertain.
By the stars, we have survived.
It cannot be done! We must
Nothing is hidden from
retreat!
my sight.
Incoming enemy fire.
The mists of space and time retreat from my mind.
Command me to build.
We are ready to return to the fray.
Take me to where
I
I may
sense the
call
enemy.
forth the
They are
wraithbone.
closing in. I sense sense the enemy. They are closing in.
We shall pass our
My
sorrows to the
powers
enemy
are
on this
yours
day.
now.
We are shaped by fate just as we shape it.
We are the Destroyer's agents on this plane.
Weapons
We are
fully
under enemy
charged.
fire.
What needs to be done? How can I help?
Do not keep us waiting.
I sense the enemy. They are closing in. What needs to be done? What
We
needs
are
to be
under
done?
enemy fire.
We have mastered the art of
What needs to be done? My powers are yours now. I sense the enemy. They are closing in. The future seems so clear.
Our focus is undone. We must retreat.
The future is clouded and uncertain. Naturally. The random hand of fate delivers me to you. Shall I divine your next move? The mists of space and time retreat from my mind.
Is this Orin?
I sense the enemy. They are closing in. The random hand of fate delivers me to you.
Swiftly, sisters.
Shall I divine your next move? What needs to be done? The mists of space and time retreat from my mind.
Our time of weakness has passed.
Nothing is hidden from my sight. I sense the enemy. They are closing in.
Take the battle to the enemy.
I sense the enemy. They are closing in. The mists of space and time retreat from my mind.
The craft world sings to me and I respond in kind. Command me to build. The craft world sings to me and I respond in kind. My music will shape the wraithburn. The craft world sings to me and I respond in kind. We are shaped by fate just as we shape it. My music is a pillar upon which whole worlds have been built. Command me to build. Nothing remains unchanged by the music of creation. We are shaped by fate just as we shape it. Nothing remains unchanged by the music of creation.
can stand before our blades.
The Wanderers have returned. We move unseen. My music is a pillar upon which whole worlds have been built. You cannot imagine what we have seen with our eyes. We move unseen. Let us hunt. We have traveled much darker paths. We yearn to wander. The enemy is near. We yearn to wander.
In order to enter the psychic gate, we must first take control of its defenses.
Warning! Emergency countermeasures have been disabled.
The gate is ours! With haste, relocate the Webway Assembly inside the psychic gate.
My music is a pillar upon which whole worlds have been built.
The random hand of fate delivers me to you. The future seems so
We walk
clear.
the path less traveled. You called us back. Just name your target. My music is a pillar upon which whole worlds have been built. Incoming enemy fire. My music is a pillar upon which whole worlds have been built.
The future seems so clear. Naturally.
Deliver us to battle.
You have need. The Wanderers have returned. We are shaped by fate just as we shape it. Nothing remains unchanged by the music of creation. You cannot imagine what we have seen with our eyes.
I hear the song of the celestial heavens, and the music is cacophonous. It is strange, but I find comfort in its dissonance. Writing the discord of the universal opus is what's given my people purpose when, by all rights, we as a race should have collapsed in upon ourselves. Win or lose, this battle is already my victory, my triumph. It is now fate which decides whether I am there to celebrate that fact or not.